Hello everyone, and welcome back to Divinity 2. I should probably be asleep, but I figure I might as well get us through the boat section. Cause why not? So anyway. So there was no thing like Baldur's Gate where you could just turn on the whole highlight items thing, so yeah. So I would have to hold. And look at things. Yay, 3 gold. Totally goes with that 10,000 we've
A
added.
subpar cranium, that? Human, no wonder.
Oh, shots fired. Shots fired. Oh, so here's a bucket. Here's the thing about buckets. You can wield them on your head. But it's pretty stupid that. But you can do that. But buckets are important for another reason. We will get into that later. But for now, we want to keep the buckets. This is the ladder to go out the tutorial deck. But if we do that, we miss all these buckets.
This again?
Yes, this again. So, this is the tutorial deck. Also, I'm going to have a struggle occasionally with trying to rotate the camera. Because it's on the middle mouse button. Which does not like to hold, apparently. Also, you can stack things, but one of my mods adds the character customization thing, prevents me from stacking things. Which is a bit irritating. But you can really have fun with the stacking. Like, you can stack a whole bunch of chairs, put them on top of things.
Well,
It's
that
fun.
explains the smell.
Eggs. But I'm not sure if I need eggs. Oh fuck, I forgot about one thing. I forgot about the gift bag features. Damn it. Okay, so here's the thing. Because why not? 9 light transformers into a follower. Nah, I'm good with just a summon, honestly. That's right here. Herb gardens is the most important thing. It allows you to plant your own herb garden. Yes. Source meditation, restore source range. That's a bit broken. So we don't need that. Just a bit much. Now I understand the power worker saves and we use it. That one I'm a bit tempted on, but anyway. Annual empathy allows the player character to talk to animals without to spend a time. Also change the pet power down to. So basically gives you free pet pal. Hagler sets the repetition skill your whole party helping you want to Hagler for the bit. Meh, sure. Hopefully it doesn't cause issues. In multiplayer, it sort of does. Like, you end up with a situation, basically, like, other players who try to buy things, and it's like, you give them the amount of gold that things cost, and they're like, nope. The offer offends me, but yet it's the amount that the thing costs. You have to actually add, like, 10 or 15% more gold to the stuff. Or drugs. But we'll get into that later. Hopefully it doesn't break things. Combat randomizer? I mean, that could be interesting. But let's not. Crafter's kit? I mean, more bullshit to craft. I don't really craft that much, so shrug. Divine talents. Sure, why not? Enhanced spirit vision. Yes. The 4-choice magic mill. Yes, definitely, because we're going to be having, 6 party members. We should probably customize them properly. Prove to organize it. Here's the thing. I don't do things optimally with my organization, so that would just screw with me. Pet power. Pet power is interesting, because it enhances the summoning class. And it's infusion spells. Basically, you can cast infusion spells on other things. Not just Incarnate. It's pretty great. Problem though is we're going to end up with most of the summons on ourselves. And we're not going to be the summoner, which is a bit unfortunate. Also needs major hub. You will now find mysterious vendor selling the southern power. These artifacts can increase the character's own gear with immense powers. We don't need that. Also endless runner. Yes. Oh wait, I forgot about something, didn't I? Shit, where'd it go? I don't actually see it. Wow. Like, where did it go? Huh. It's like a new set. There's like these new set things. Is it just always on now? Huh, weird. Yes, I'm sure. Achievements are just, I don't give a shit about achievements. So here's the thing, it's gonna basically save, and then it's gonna load again. Because it has to apply the changes made. Yay. Luckily we're on the ship, so it doesn't take that long to load. Thankfully. Yeah, I thought the set stuff used to be on that list. Maybe it's permanent now. Thing is, I don't really care about the set stuff, to be honest. Because, like, it's a thing. Most of it I'd have to look up. But, like, I don't really care about the sets because it's like, oh, well, here's a full strength set, which doesn't help me because physical armor. I don't want full physical armor. I want balance between physical and magic armor so I don't get, you know, annihilated from magic, or annihilated from physical. I want to be somewhere in between. But anyway, now we have Fleet Foot, which you only have to apply once. Then you don't need it on your bar anymore. Simple as that. We're going to keep the cheap work and the tougher favors in our inventory. Not sure about anything else. Let's see what next. Buckets with water can be emptied into regular buckets. Also, these buckets in here do not count for what we need, sadly. Also, we can talk to the sheep.
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
Fresh meat. Nice. Plump. Banded like a chicken's leg, too. That may be so, but look at the flies. Ban wisdom. Flies know when a creature will die. And it's around your head they're buzzing, not mine.
With two shakes of her stumpy tail, the sheep turns away from you to peruse her hay-filled manger.
Actually, the flies are more over there. Alright, sacks. Right. Gotta get used to actually looking through things again. That's a mug of water. It would be the same effect as, you know. Well, we can do this. We can consume it and learn that water heals you for 5%. Oh, that part. No, I didn't add the mug to my inventory. Okay, see this face here? Over our saves. We need to open this face because it has a cargo door key. We need that. Because this here's the cargo door. Which we can open now. You also check this wood pile for arrow shafts and logs. We're going to need the arrow shafts anyway. What's mine here in cooking? Apple pie, ham, bread. I pushed too many buttons though. Okay, So firstly, let's learn what things do. Ham gives you strength plus 1. Bread gives you strength plus 1. Apple gives you pierce for 10%, poison resist. Not terrible. Alright, bladders, most of them I'm not going to pick up just because there's so many and inventory clutter. Tours from the guard student. It comes to my attention again that overview of bypassing the cargo holds carry mages by sliding bosses onto the pressure plates. This will not do. The purpose of these mages is to require the presence of at least 3 mages to change your shift. Any deviation will result in at least 1 magic getting thrown overboard. Make sure it isn't you. Basically what that means is... Come on, camera. Like this barrel hill. Like this. I open this. Inside is a pocket knife. Which, honestly, I'm gonna need a pocket knife for just miscellaneous reasons, so. I might keep it. Also gonna need a hammer for miscellaneous reasons. Also, we're going to use Battlestomp Hill to clear some of this oil. Shit, how much does mine carry? I'm gonna need that oil barrel.
Junk.
It weighs a lot, but I'm gonna need it. For reasons.
You there. Come here.
So there's a match stove though, which we'll get into, but firstly...
Hey! Hey! Get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in?
So why are you in the cage?
Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was accused of. Just dragged me down here.
Oh sure, I'll help you
A
out.
gentleman among jesters, you are. Give that lever a pull, and I guarantee we'll...
He just reminded me of something. I forgot to grab tags. So I want the Mr. tag. Maybe later. And the soldier tag. Just cuz. Skill ports? Nah. Items. Well, what you got for items? Lockpick, no. Well, the runes maybe, but no. No. Wait, I forgot this my weapon. Yes, it does have runes. Okay. Anyway.
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring magister mumbles himself awake. One bloodshot eye
Here's
opens,
the thing, if I
and
were
then
smarter, I would
another.
have moved that oil barrel.
Is my shift over? You here to relieve me? Wait, you're no magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy red scale? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
So here's the thing. We have persuasion, right? We also have points in wits. Technically we have points in everything, hell. But since Constitution's actually the one we put highest in, you should totally go upstairs.
Damn. If it's not one thing, it's another. And no way I can trust those fools to deal with any nonsense on their own. Can't leave the prisoner alone, though. He's been nothing but trouble, I hear.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna cross me.
That's all I needed to hear. Just don't let that caged rascal fool you. You can't trust him as far as you can throw him.
So here's the thing, he's gonna get up to leave, but then we're gonna trigger the fight. Cause why not? And here's why we have flight. Flight doesn't close the distance. As a melee character, And that's pretty freaking important. To be able to close the distance. Oh, he's still alive. Oh, is that fireball?
The prisoner's buoyant voice darkens as his eyes
By the
rest
way,
on
he
yours.
wasted his fireball.
Ah, freedom. Tastes better than wine. I'm nothing if not a man of my word. And I did give my word I'd set you free, lad. Say your prayers while you've breath to speak them. The halls await.
But he wasted his fireball. So he can't hit me with a fireball now because he used his fireball. My path's interrupted. But that's it. Well, let's see how I think. Now everything's on fire.
Into the dark with you. What would he have to gain by killing me? Strange forces are at work.
Oh, so we should probably grab that electric discharge. And these buckets. Oh yeah, I don't have telekinesis, so okay. But we definitely want more buckets. Scrolls and grenades and all of that. I don't really know what I'm going to do with all of them, to be honest. Because I don't really use scrolls or grenades. They just sort of sit in my inventory, to be honest. But anyway, we want to get more buckets. Also rope. Rope is one of those
This
things
again?
that I grab, thinking maybe I'll need it for some reason. By the way, you probably ain't going to need rope for any reason. I just like having it. It's my whole RPG instinct to have rope just in case I need it, when I know I don't need it. Lockpicks though, well, here's the thing. This is why we have lockpicks. To unlock this door. Even if you don't have thievery level, it's just to get you through that door, basically. Or you could break it down, which takes a while. But here's the thing. Maybe I could have got rid of that. Maybe. Oh yeah, I have the key from the guard. I didn't need to use that lockpick. Whoops. My bad. Totally didn't need to use the lock. Penny button mushrooms useful. Shell, I forget what it's useful for. Okay, well here's the thing. Mug of wine makes you drunk. Penny button mushrooms useful because they can be turned into a healing potion. Shall water resist? Yeah, water resist. Come on. This is a torture thing. Why you would lay on this, I have no idea. Huh. Not actually taking damage from it. That makes me a bit sad. That's a minor healing potion. Definitely want that. That's no minor healing potion. Oh, so that's a new spell. We could take it with us. We could totally take it with us. But we don't need to. So let's just move the ooze spell out of the way. And since we are, you know, we have this ability, Sadly, it doesn't break the door. However, we can go over here and do this. The door is broken now. Small magic armor potion, one of those things I'm probably never going to use, so I'm just going to take that.
What a mess
Leave
I've
that
made.
behind.
Someone will be along to clean up, I'm sure.
Deck of cards, meh, whatever. Wait, I went through the poison after I got rid of the poison.
And I'm back where I started. And nowhere to go but up.
So let's go up. Yeah, I'm sure I want to leave the tutorial deck. Okay, so here's the thing. We want this cooking pot, we want this mortar and pestle. I'm not sure about the lid. But we definitely want these two things. Why? Man, they're useful for crafting and stuff. Laboratory stuff, whatever. This book, spiral, doesn't really matter. We have two long presumed sources of earth as far as silver society. We need to look no further than the past than the source King's Range to understand the habit such matters may wreak. One day, no order must follow in the source hunter's footsteps. Sorcerers must be muted. New modern source code provided by Ritter Man is providing most effective. Potions. Bucket. The skull can be made into bone dust, which is also useful for things, but I can also just sell it. Because most crafting's a bit beyond what I worry about. It's just, it exists. And I could deal with that, but I don't really want to. Also made sure to take the gold cup just because it's shiny. Oh, so yeah, that used to not even be a tutorial deck. It used to be just you'd wake up on a plate thing hill and yeah, they just toss you into it. But they had to add a tutorial deck because, you know, game reviewers struggle with games. Also Onion. But it's Constitution. I think I'm good. Okay, now we go talk to
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Oh no, we have all these dialogue options. So, why Lucian class frigate, but why?
Why? Because we're at sea, of course, and have been for several days.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Sauce. For good.
So, by the way, Pris.
Is he? Oh, well. Some problems simply sort themselves, don't they?
Oh, by the way, the magistrate was
She frowns and peers at you closely, resting the back of one hand on your forehead and taking your pulse with the other.
Delusions such as these are rare, but not unheard of. I recommend a cup of mulled wine and another night's sleep. Just take it easy.
So why am I coward?
Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those Sauce spells of yours? See
Or
what
since
happens.
we're the Red Prince. The power to ensnare a demon.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. makes you unable to cast Source. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
Because Source is, well, it's good, but also technically bad. It's like... It's very Dragon Age and the Fade. Basically. It's like the reason why mages can't really be trusted in Dragon Age. Because sure, you have all these good powers, but yeah, there's a lot that can go wrong with that much power.
Good gods! There's been a murder here!
Oh no, there's been a murder here.
But who? Ugly sight, isn't it?
Apparently.
Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
She looks up at you with a
I could
mirthless
have been the
smile.
killer.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir.
The murder.
You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
Well, I don't help in the House of Dreams.
Figured as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
Man, sure why.
Thanks. I just want to catch whoever did this before they hurt it.
Here's the thing. This can only really be done as an elf. But I want to sneak, by the way. She's looking right at it, and that pisses me off a bit. Also, no, not attack the table. Read the poetry book. Woman from Driftwood with nary a kill, offered me kisses that answered my prayer. I accepted her gift, and then to my dismay, a spider she was, and I her buffet. Once feasting was over, she lit her red lips.
But
I
who?
rose from the floor, still coming to grips. She thanked me for coming
Now
and
where
bade
did
me
I leave my
her
calipers?
farewell. My prayer indeed answered, though still I did swell. By the way, that will be relevant later on. Also, I want to look at Finn. Why are you hovering on him? How am I supposed to loot Finn with you just standing there? You horrible, horrible person. I mean, you're looking right at the body. I can't loot it. Also, get used to this, by the way. It's going to irritate the shit out of me. Every time I crouch, it gets rid of my wings.
It seems as though there's a pattern in the blood flow.
And then puts them back
That
where I
can't be
don't want it
natural.
to be. It's going to annoy the shit out of me until we get more skills. Oh, I'm just going to sit over here on this lavish shell. Wait, can I take the lavish shell with me? Ah, I can't. Shame. Okay, seriously. Will you stop staring at the body? Horrible, horrible person you. Because I need to be able to do that.
It seems as though there's a pattern in the blood flow. That can't be natural.
So here's the thing. We have a chunk of flesh. The problem though is we can't use the chunk of flesh. We didn't, you know, give ourselves corpse here. Which means we technically can't do this quest. Unless of course we were to change our talents and stuff. But it's hardly worth doing. Also, here's your shoe.
I'm not suited for this. It's sea cow, not sea sheep. Haven't got any shoes, have you? People these...
I think if you can actually find shields, which is a bit random, you might be able to actually take wool from the sheep. Also, a bedroom, which is going to add to my bar in a place I don't want to be, sadly. Also, I want to go up here. Boop. I want to move things around again. Sadly. Okay. I want my bedroom hill gold heal, resurrection scrolls and healing potions heal, and then that. That's not terrible. Move that somewhere.
Be good, you scallywags.
Ah, freaking buckets. Yeah, not terrible. Some organization to this madness.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them. Carrying on. One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by
An
one.
all the
elf
talking.
sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Talking is what makes this game so long. Especially like this section. We're going to be on the boat for a while because we have to talk.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
So what you doing?
Rolling dice.
Okay.
Deciding fates.
So who's ready to
Don't
decide?
worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
So can you read the future and cow intros as well?
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an
Well, you
elf,
know,
you
the
see.
whole
I'm quite
nom
good at it,
thing.
too. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
Yeah, sure, why not?
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. As everyone lay sleeping, your hunger gnawed and gnawed at you until you could stand it no longer. Finding the cellar door ajar, instead of trying to escape, you snuck into the pantry like a common thief, only to find nothing but rather questionable turnips. There you stood as a magister walked in, still hungry, feeling a mighty fool.
Well,
She
that's
pats
the
you on the
thing.
shoulder consolingly.
There, don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell.
Well, there you go. Also bucket.
It was one of them. I know it.
And up a rope.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm
I
trying
forget
to
ropes
concentrate.
don't stack.
They don't care
But they
about
do
us.
stack.
We're like cattle to them.
Buckets don't stack though.
I'll give you that knuckle.
Which is, you know, pretty irritating.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one. Just to the part where I reassure you and you shut up.
Anyway, over here is Los Islands.
Ah, there you are. Husband. Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this loser woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
Oh, yes. Play along and take her arm with a grin. Tell the truth. They must be mistaken.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else.
Oh, yes. Madame Josephine Gribbles the Peeb.
What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
It was one of them. I know it. Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
Well,
They don't
best
care
if you can
about
find some more age-appropriate companions.
Like yourself, maybe. I don't mind the kiddies, usually.
One of us wouldn't kill our own.
Oh, yeah, we should totally team up.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it. You
Aw.
take care, though.
We could ask about the murder, but we already know. I already know about that, and we can't really do anything about it except for the whole
What are you trying to hear anyway?
thing.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer.
Actually, it doesn't make sense that we couldn't just take the spy point, give it to Sabille, and have her nom it, and then tell us who. Like, why isn't that an option?
As quickly as they came, the
You okay
clouds
there?
clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Oh, it's a kid.
Do you know Losa? She's a really good singer. I'm better though. Listen. La 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 la.
You're really red. I bet that's why the Magisters took you. They took me because I'm magic.
Oh, so you can trade with practically anyone. Maybe they'll have decent stuff, maybe they won't. I think that kid has it.
You're a dragon. You look like a dragon. But where are your wings?
Don't I still have wings? I do still have wings. I mean, look at my wings.
One by one.
The more bird-like than, you know, dragon.
You think me mad?
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely.
Oh, it's a high.
Name?
What are you trying to hear anyway?
That's bound the red print.
Well, you aren't here on my list. Scrammy. We're trying to catch a killer here.
Fine. Maybe I will. Maybe I will.
Never thought you'd end up.
The Magisters are out for blood. You saw the body, didn't you? Big bruiser like you ought to be able to take them on.
Your kind
Where you
always come closest to our divine,
Man.
like wolves around a campfire.
Well,
They're everywhere now, the Magisters. In my hometown, you can't throw a shoe without hitting one. We're not safe from them, not anywhere.
I wonder if the keyboard could actually be used for anything. But yeah, stained pants. Ooh. Oh god, now I just thought, what if some of them have sheep shoes?
Take it easy, Chief.
Hi. Do you like to play ball? We like to play ball.
Yeah, might as well make some use of that, you know, thousands of gold I have.
Hello, Mr. Red Lizard.
Yeah, I need more water.
Sing us a song. I know you can.
Yeah, he has intestines.
That's enough now.
Because that's the thing.
What's your job? You look like a magic maker. Like me. But maybe not so
Okay, anyway, let's go to our tweets.
As soon as the
A
Inquisitor
broad
gets
dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
Yeah.
He turns his head toward you, looking you up and down, and smiles before turning his attention to the ship once more.
You look like a boy to me.
I look like a lizard.
Listen, if you're interested. Or get gone if you aren't.
So what am I supposed to be hearing?
The ship, of course.
Well, fine, let's listen to the sound.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
that right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Nest. Your kind always
The fellow cocks his ear, listening.
That isn't anger. It's
He cocks his ear to the other side, then smiles.
anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate. That's all you hear, though. Listen close.
Well, let's close our eyes and try to let the ambient sounds of the ship fade away.
There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye,
that's
this is
supposed
good
to be.
news, boy. It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east.
Well, there you go.
Burn my beard. That means if we've been
no.
travelling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Okay, I'm looking at Old Man Loafer over there. I forgot about him.
Never thought you'd end up a prison.
You should talk about such a magnificent build. We're not gonna burn that.
Ah, so you've eyes as well as ears, eh? You'll go far, mate. Even here.
Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around.
Captain, actually. And that figure tells me we're getting close to the joy. Close to what lies beyond it, too.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
Stand over by locomobil. You may want to find him again inside Fort Joy.
It was one of them. I know it.
Anyway.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
So low for.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
You are a stalker.
I'll give you that knuckle.
So who are you?
Carrying on.
One of us
I'm just waiting to meet you, the Red Prince. You may call me Lofar. Oh, that reminds me, I have to go, so I'm doing that for 50 years, see, part of my retirement plan. I'll get my things on, beggars that change the outside. How about trade?
Surely.
What are you
He
trying to hear
has
anyway?
the party side of
I'll
all
tell
things,
you
and
if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
He just sort of, I think he came with the whole mod managing thing.
See good, you scallywag.
But he has fish and he has tea-herbs, which, you know, why not? You could totally buy those if you
Never
wanted
thought
to.
you'd end up a prison guard.
That
Oh,
right.
talk to the lizard.
My prince!
What's up?
The cook bows slightly and wipes her hands on her gruel-stained garb.
Forgive me, Your Highness. I didn't expect... well, anyway, whether I had more than cornmeal and rotting roots to serve, I'd concoct something more fitting for one of your stature.
What has? All he has is the fish. Stuff.
Panic swamps her eyes, and she hurriedly returns to her work.
Well, what do we have here? Potion bottle. Nothing.
I ain't saying nothing.
I forget kitchen pots is the same as cooking pots.
And you better be ready to talk here.
We don't really need a water belt, but we do need an old bucket.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard.
Need more buckets. We're actually gonna need these bedrolls too.
I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd.
Which I wish I didn't add them to my,
Always hung
you know,
closest to our
that.
divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Because why we're gonna need those bedrolls? Because party members.
Soon
Each
as
of
the
them should have a
Inquisitor
bedroll,
gets here,
just 'cause.
we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it. I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your sob story somewhere else.
Poison arrowhead's not bad. Because I could combine it with an arrow trap to make the poison. So why not?
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
Also, open this door. Also, get this greasy key. Which will
Lucky
let us
find.
into the kitchen.
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this trampy fan.
My neck's getting a bit sore.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
Found you out, soldier's name. For some reason, your instinct cries out to soothe you. If I bet you hold yourself
He
back.
leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
So, what's up?
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago.
Oh,
Isn't that right,
forgot
Vic?
one thing. I forgot.
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing.
Uh-huh.
Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
So, what you do?
Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from interested parties.
Did you murder?
No. The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough.
Do you know anything about Joy?
The Joy? I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself.
Oh yeah, sure, why not?
Easy now. I might think the same, but Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
What are you conspiring about over there? You, Lizard, what's your name?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
Name?
Oh yeah, it's Gil. It's totally Gil.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robes.
Away with you, at once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
Oh, so... Yeah, I totally forgot about one thing. Probably wonder what that one thing is. Well, here's the thing, I'm gonna push a button. It might end the video if I do this, though. So let's see what happens. Now it's... well, it's split into two parts. But yeah, I forgot about that. So see? That's what? Technically 4 more spaces.
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
I know, right? You make your screen size bigger, you gain 4 slices. 4 slots.
Never thought
Oh, I
you'd
gained
end
a
up a
lot
prison
more on
guard,
this one
Vic.
though, didn't I?
That right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Nest. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Yeah.
Well,
No, give me.
you've got this wolf on a leash now.
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
But yeah. Now we made the game window bigger. Move the scales over. Also, we want more cooking pots. Why? That'll be relevant later on. We just want them. We also want mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes are decent. Potato. There's no pocket knife, which we don't really need no pocket knife.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep
Small
carrying
poison
on.
bomb? Sure, why not? What's this shirt say? No test that says catches the dragons.
But I reassure you, if you
Okay.
shut up,
The problem though is, yeah,
insufferable.
cookie pots, right? So, like, they don't really stack properly. It's an unfortunate thing. We also don't need this greasy tea anymore. Raw ribs and tomato. Useful. Tomato we can turn into tomato sauce if we had a hammer. We don't have a hammer, which is unfortunate, because we need a hammer. Restoration spell, useful. Short stick, less useful. Also look at this. And now we've learned how to make... we know how to make boiled potatoes.
Never thought you'd end up a
Which is
prison
cooking
guard,
pot
Vic.
potatoes. Boiled potato...
That right. I always
Does
knew
it not
you'd
tell
turn
me what
out
the
rotten,
stats do?
Ben Nest.
Seriously?
Your
Boiled potatoes
kind
aren't
always
that
hung
great.
closest to our divine,
We
like
want mashed
wolves
potatoes.
around a campfire.
Which is basically...
You've got this wolf on a leash now.
Huh, milk and
As soon as the
potato.
Inquisitor gets here,
Turns
we'll
into
hang you
mashed
right over the
potatoes?
side of this ship with it.
I thought they turned into potato porridge.
Ask what you must. I've nothing to hide.
Seems to me you
Go on,
should be a
stack,
little more afraid. There's a killer about, after all.
Yeah, I need a...
Till overboiling a bit of cabbage becomes a crime, I shall hold my head.
Can't go in through that way. Sadly. So we've talked to almost everyone on this side of the ship.
It was one of them. I know
More
it.
buckets.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying
How many
to
buckets do I have?
concentrate.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
They don't
6,
care about us.
7, 8,
We're like cattle to them.
9,
I'll give you
10,
that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
technically 11.
One of us wouldn't kill
Not
our own.
bad.
They're picking us off one by
Anyway, now we talk to Fang.
The elf is reading a
Okay.
volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out, flicks a finger against one of your scales, and rubs his chin.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
Oh yes. Detective Prince of the Empire has spent 7 years of good fortune.
7 years? What an infinitesimal period! Why would anyone... Oh dear. I seem to have crossed some cultural taboo. How... difficult. You have my apologies, Lizard. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
So you're Bemirs. Who is this guy?
Ah, yes. The niceties.
Indeed.
My name is Fane. I am a scholar from... Well, I am a seeker of knowledge. That is enough. It is pleasurable to meet you.
No, so Notar's work has done much knowledge.
Hardly. I've been reading this one for several minutes, and I have yet to find a single insight into the mysteries of the universe.
Well, there you go.
It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
You know everything.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Well, I could talk about the void walking all over River.
Most unusual. And if it's not too rude to suggest, not much of an answer. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before.
Well, is there before? Question mark.
Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
Yeah, I don't have any.
Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else? Now please, run along. I have a world to decide.
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book or respond to your questions.
Oh, fine. Hey, hi.
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
I've been through worse.
Trust me, with Bishop Alexander in charge, things will get a lot better from here on out. He's God-woken, you know.
God-woken, get used to that.
You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Keep with those bolts trained on her, and if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
Sadly, we're not going to be as powerful as I was last time I did Lone Wolf.
Keep murder.
But we will be pretty
I strongly
impressive.
suspect
Also,
you
a bunch
know all
of
about
those
it.
Don't matter, by the
Never
way.
thought you'd end up a prison
You seem
guard.
on edge, officer. What on earth is the matter?
Their murder most foul. And I strongly suspect you know all about it.
Do you? Well, perhaps you're absolutely right.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
soon as the Inquisitor
Stop,
gets
have I
here,
read
we'll
that
hang you
already?
right over the side of this ship with it.
Oh, Magister food supplies. Sorcerers.
It was one of them. I know it. Would you put a knock on
Before we get too close to them, there are a few things I want. This shellfish is a bit expensive. This one's less expensive. The bottles of wine are worth trying. Might as well take them. The plates aren't worth anything. Neither the cups. Ham, meh, it's whatever. Pumpkin soup can be useful for the extra wits. Cheese bread, the thing. But yeah, look at all those bars one. The fact they're not stacking is a bit irritating, though.
Never thought you'd end up
Okay,
in prison guard.
we're going to need a cell pile, though.
That's right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten best. Your kind always
I might keep it actually, but I definitely give it those.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
I don't need 2 daggers. Need pumpkin soup, keep that. I don't know about the stick. That I'll probably turn into food, so
Keep those bolts trained on her, and if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella.
Hey, we found the murderer.
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
And we found the woman from the intro.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Hi.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
So what do you mean by that, sorcerer's lives must end?
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
'Cause yeah, she has hacks, by the way.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
So yeah, she just gets first turn, by the way. And she has hacks. Just hacks.
What's happened?
She used hacks. Super effective. The chest for confiscated goods. Which means it has a shiv. But more importantly, it has a rusted two-hander, which would be what we'd be using if we didn't have our 7 iron hill. Secondly, I don't think there's anything in the display cases. But we want to go over here, grab this bottle of wine, playing cards, or whatever. We could just go uphill. That is an option. But we should probably go back here. Because here's the thing, we could do this now. Oh yeah, just keep that for just a matter. Fang, I don't know. There's some intestines.
The young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She's breathing normally, but her eyes are wide open, like those of a corpse. Dark, greyish-black clouds swirl through them.
No.
So what do we want to do here with these intestines? We want to combine them with this bucket. And we create a water balloon. Because that's a thing. But it gives us a free bucket. I think I'm gonna really want 20 or so buckets. Still, that's quite a few buckets to go through. The two commanders knocked down. Oh well.
No, not the final dark. Not yet.
It's no use. Your words do not seem to...
The dice roll darkly. They're rolling for me.
The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor, his great beard twisted and tangled around him. He is stock still.
We can eat that salmon pie now. And find out what gives me intelligence. I'll go to take those fish.
Ifan lies motionless, curled on the ground like an animal. Under his shaggy hair, you can see his eyes flicker open, but he doesn't register your presence at all.
Lucien. Lucien.
Ifan cries out, then his eyes fall closed.
So yeah, we got everything at the moment. By the way, the sheep's dead. Someone will grab that. Magisters are dead. Might as well get that one coin they owe me. Oh, she didn't even have anything on her. And then there was this one.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound.
We'll get back to that. But while we're here, this book that we're not supposed to have, let's read the book we're not supposed to have. Source King says there was no magic stew foul, even those that would block or even remove the source within an individual. The light in its madness is an invitation to manipulate all which ones believed immutable. Provides all manner of experiment or substance. Test an evil list of series of heads and materials required from your source. Then those objects are circled in black ink and anointed as follows: helm, collar, mask. That is actually a bit relevant if you think about it. By the way, we should probably progress. We've been dicking around enough on the boat. The series is going to take forever, mostly just because we're dicking around and the dialogue. Oop. Auto source out.
The hound paws desperately at its snout. It winces as it draws blood from its wet black nose and continues scratching.
So yeah, time for pet depression talent. A lot of the time when talking to pets, it's depressing. So anyway.
The dog notices you for the first time and snarls, the hairs on its back prickling as it lowers itself into a lunge.
You sorcerer!
It sneezes suddenly and paws at its nose once more.
Can't smell. Can't breathe. Too much sauce. Too much.
Please, make it stop. Oh.
I can't do that.
Too much. Can't smell. Can't breathe.
The dog whines and continues pawing it.
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters.
Also, more things that we're now going to probably use. Okay. I press buttons. We're doing
Damn! That doesn't bode well.
So I'm just going
Onwards and upwards!
back to the store, which is going to make the dog freak out. Oop. Save. Ooh. Identifying glass. And a pickaxe. Why not? Also,
Thank gods.
they've noticed.
By divine grace, who was that howling?
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Another sorcerer!
So what's going on?
Like you don't know? Mutiny! Did that witch fix your collar too?
By the way, why are they both the same? Now let's try intelligence. Yay, persuasion.
Go on then. Find a place to hide.
Let's read this journal. But okay, we can't read the journal. Let's read these books. Oh yeah, it's this one we want for Hill. Because this one should always have a resurrection scroll. Paintings sadly aren't worth anything because they've been ripped and destroyed. Let's see, we want to read this one. Note. Turns us.
Bishop Alexander, the smug little tyke that thinks he can imprison a prince. How comical.
There's sweet Stefan, that's right, so we knew the eye over there. And the outer, there was a... I will be by a day away. I feed it out, and it's always just as you said I should by it. Evolution often, would the divine have condoned this? Would he have blessed us as we have children for them mothers? Can this be the only way? Feel cold inside and out. But one thing I am certain, your arms will warm me when I find you again. With love, Rex. Rex being the one that's freaking out.
What will happen to us?
Well, here's what's gonna happen to you. Yeah. But not exactly the hill.
And you thought
but not
Rivellon
exactly
was
the
flat.
Just hill, due north end. But anyway, I want to go into this room just because there is a gold cup here. Gold cups are worth something. Fortune of paying is not worth.
God damn it! Need to get off this wreck and quick!
No, we need to continue looting things. I don't think there's a real time limit yet. Yet, I'd say.
What in blazes? Something's pounding on the hull!
You pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead.
Hey, guess who it is?
The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
No, no, no! What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid! No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page to page.
Yes, indeed. It's the look of someone that wants to read the bloody book he's holding. Now, if you're really quite finished, I believe you have lifeboats to flee to.
Oh, that's it. He's an elf.
Please, I was no more an elf than you are those rags you're wearing. I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed, which allowed me to take that primitive form. A mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her little scene. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands. Indeed, just as sensible as getting off a sinking ship and leaving a fellow to his business. I would say good day, but it seems quite likely that you're about to die a rather terrible death, so...
The skeleton shrugs casually and returns to his book.
Okay, bye, Fane. We'll do Here's this right here. So here's the thing, if you have telekinesis, you might be able to...
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You recognize the symbol immediately for what it is. A warning of death fog within. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. The crimson drains from your hand. It doesn't budge. The door groans open.
Something's breaking through!
So... Didn't click.
I need to get out of here, now!
Also, while we're here, grab this sword. But yeah, if you have telekinesis, you might be able to pick up one of those barrels before they break. Now, exceptionally, they're useful things. But being able to grab one of those is... yeah. And the fact that we can't really carry that much at the moment. Maybe I should try the lucky charm. Just so I potentially get things with these. Ah well. Oh hey, we found our mallet now. Yay, which means I could do this now. I can make tomatoes. But yeah, that's why I wanted that. Like I say, we'll take this one out and I'm fine with this poisoned out. And they can poison it. Oop. Just too much shit. Wait, these aren't stacked for some reason. Apparently that's a different type of water. Oh, so we no longer need this key to degree. So let's go up. Which it ours is. Because of reasons.
I need to get off this ship.
Oh, so I should have done that well in the middle of combat, to be honest. But let's just let them get close. Oh, never mind, they get the first hit. I had some armor rating. Guess not. Okay, so we set them on fire. And then we remove the fire. The burning, poison, well, that was and now we want to whirlwind. You know, just a big mage. I might as well knock them down again. Since we executed them, we technically gained 1 AP. Because technically we should gain 2 AP, but we have this. We're using enhanced towns mod, which means Executioner does different. Executioner gives 1 extra AP after doing a kill blow. And it stacks. So that means if we keep killing people in succession, we gain a lot of AP. The problem though is it's actually more beneficial for lone wolf, where you can make more use of our character, but still. Anyway. Quick save.
It won't budge! This
Do you believe people just died? Horrific. Throw it at range. Is it Sarah's name? Okay, we're trying to move this up here to get rid of the wall. Fire. Apparently being too close. So, improvise wand. Captain had some stuff that I'm probably not going to use. And now we want to go over now. I forget, I think there might be an old bucket. Which, you know me buckets.
A lifeboat! That means there's still a chance!
Bucket. High tentacles. I want that boat. There's the thing.
Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
I mean, I could.
Thank you, thank you, thank you! There's a ladder right over there. You can go straight down.
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear? Had to open your big mouth, didn't you?
So now we go down. And it's time to deal with
If you can
Void
walk,
Vulcan.
get yourself up the ladder. There's a boat. Wait! Void Vulcan!
Void Vulcan. Time to make good use of that stuff. T. Eat ourselves over. Probably not such a cheek man on fire. But snap.
These
And then
beardless
Beastars
bugs
thing.
won't
I
sink
don't
the
know
ship
why
on
they
my
attacked
watch.
that one.
Greet the Reaper for me.
Congratulations, you set the cheek man on fire.
I thought Void Woken was supposed to be scary. Let the games begin.
Well, that was a waste of a poison blast.
I've faced worse.
Okay, nice turn there.
I'm ready.
Beast purring at work there. Lows. So we're taking too much damage. Should probably go save her. This might hurt me. Definitely outside of it. That's all you had?
I'll yield to none.
Not bad.
We need to move.
Let's head above decks for some air.
Oh, wait.
And now one more thing we need.
I hear something. It's...
She tries to
I'd
speak,
actually
but can only gape as she clutches her neck, trying to stem the bleeding of a gushing wound. With jagged movements, she raises her clenched fist and holds out a length of cloth soaked with some kind of strong-smelling tincture.
We'll try.
Blood quickly soaks through the cloth. Magister Siwan's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror. Blood pours out from around the bandage. Magister Siwan reaches out to you, her hand flailing. It's working. The pressure is stemming the flow of blood. Siwan clutches your arm, her eyes locked with yours. Something within the ship snaps. The floorboards shudder. Siwan struggles to her feet, clinging to you tightly. The ship lets out a deep groan, then cracks.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible to say.
It's ripping the ship apart!
Oh well. I suppose this is how we die.
This is it!
Well, that's okay.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Note how it sounds like multiple voices? There's a reason.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
Well, that was the boat. We took a lot longer than I hoped we would. But yeah, now is where things start getting into, well, the actual gameplay. So this game could be devolved into, like, let's say, 4 sections, 4 acts. The first act would be Fort Joy, which is not bad, not bad. The second section, I love the second section. It just feels like an actual sort of like an actual D&D style RPG adventure. Well, not exactly D&D style, but you know what I mean. It feels like an actual
that was
adventure.
a bit of a rough and tumble journey. I suppose I'm the lone survivor, which is entirely appropriate, if you ask me.
The third section, though, I do not like the third act. It's one of those things that it can either go real fast, depending on choices, or it can take forever. And it just, like, things just scale up way too much of that, where it just starts becoming a bit of a slog at that point. Then sadly, usually by the time I reach the 4th act, I'm tired of it. And I'm not really focused as much as I should be. It's like Act 4's got too much going on, but yet not really that much going on, if that makes sense. Anyway. So we could collect those shells for water resistance, but meh. Well, we're supposed to end the video shortly after the Chica Man. He's still here. Doing his thing. Bowstring, I don't really need bowstring. Also,
Brachus Rex, king, sorcerer, and scholar, though not quite a gentleman.
Indeed. Also, hey, Loafer made it.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to lizards.
Oh, that's a pity, because lizards are famed storytellers.
Really? Like, what kind of stories?
Well, how about the Dragon King? That would be a for elf.
A dragon that marries an elf? That sounds silly. Can I hear it anyway?
You warmly tell the tale of the dragon, but despite your best efforts, you notice that your knowledge of legends and monsters is somehow upsetting the child.
Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
Well, that's what we think you look like.
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching your face. He lifts his mirror to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crazy.
Well, they may be wrong or crazy.
Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave the island, and it's a lot nicer out here than outside.
Well, there are voice.
But you didn't die.
Yeah, but
There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean. You'll see.
Okay.
I guess I am, but it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary.
Not really why, but so far, what the hell are you doing now? Oh, good. No survivor. Coughed out some seawater. That GV's a resources nearly wiped me out with those in the boat. Turned it off from our story returning his case to you. Wait for you to speak. So, what's your plans for this? Why, fishing, of course. Okay, well, I'm telling then, right? That's the plan here too, of course. Says this fishing boat down for a moment and won't just throw it back. I want to say I set things up. You know, just throw it back quickly and seem to be prepared. Seems to be fair in the wake of an eye. Oh, map, look at your trade. So I could get the mod menu book, but what else does he have? Why, he has Summer's Guide to Management. Take control for summon or follow you own. Huh. That's a thing. Well, I'm gonna grab that. Also, I'm gonna take its tea leaves and parrots. Oh god, I'm overburdened. No, I want to learn that. Huh. Interesting. And innate skill too. Okay, well... Yeah, so many buckets. Overburdened by buckets. It makes sense, though. There's the thing. We have a lot to do now that we've actually made it to the island. So I'm probably going to save and leave off here. Huh. I actually didn't make it up to level 2 getting into the island. That's surprising, honestly. No, I'm around level 2 by now. Wait, no, wait, I reached level 2 to find the nets before you open, don't I? Let's go do that real quick. By the way, sneaking. Totally sneaking.
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship.
I was gonna get his name.
Down! They made it to the shore.
But I failed. Can I hit both? No, I can't. Unless I do like something like this.
Prince.
Burning through the fire is not necessarily the best idea.
Glory is mine.
If I could do this.
I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay.
That works. And then I could just do this. Boop.
This pig's bladder was on the ship.
Indeed he was. Now we've all leveled up. Which is good. Which is good. Because now we go here. Okay, so do I still have my original plan for my character? Problem is, I need to think out plans for alpha characters too. So we have 2 points. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with doing this. We're going to add to increase our... yeah, we're going to increase our width. We'll be increasing our strength and our intelligence a lot too. Also increase my fitness. Okay, now then we need points and things. Two-handed we have one, warfare we have one. Going for my thing, I should put a point scout if I already set myself up for that, so I'm thinking I want a point in. Let's see. Two-handed, no. Probably want a point in pirate. Yes. The leadership wouldn't be bad either, to be honest. I also have several abilities. Persuasion. Simple as that. I was gonna say, wait, why am I overburdened? I shouldn't be overburdened. But I thought I had 130. No, I have 120. Okay. Huh. We're gonna need to do something about my weight. Which here's the thing, I could do something about my weight. Soon. Very soon. Just gotta bear with it for a while, sadly. Till we get more characters to spread the wealth. Also, I want that. What the hell for F6? Talent, we'll go to save. Now, usually I start crashing once I get to the island. That Hoteret issue. But anyway. So. Huh, I thought oh yeah, I gave myself the armor, but I didn't actually equip the armor. Makes sense. But yeah, not really that impressive of armor. But it'll help a bit. Well, there is now I need to save what that save I just made. Dur. The next time we're going to explore the island and well, probably I'm not sure if we'll get to Fort Joy proper in this one, or if we'll just explore the outskirts first. Because our main priority is to find enough all of our companions. Because we're going to have sets then. And then we need to set them all up and all that fun stuff. But that's a problem for future me. As for now, I'm going to go to sleep. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed, thank you all, and have a nice day.